Okay, so today we're going to discuss all the major steps that the Haji has to perform. We will try to, Mufti Sahib, Mufti Umar Sahib, Daman Barakatum Aliyah, he has explained in the last session in a complete detail. Eventually, he's a Mufti, he is a Sheikh, and he's been performing Hajj he's been in the Hajj sessions for years. I've been with Mufti Sahib for almost, I think, 6, 7 years, and then before also I used to be with Mufti Maulana Najib Sahab we were conducting those sessions for Hajj. So we will try to actually let's start with first Hajj Ifrat, and then we will try to discuss each and every Hajj, and once we'll finish each Hajj, we will ask, the people can ask the question. I think this way, at least, whatever I know and whatever I have learned, I will explain you in a better way. So let me know if you can see the screen. So we will try to make it more interactive rather than just have we will only listen. So we will try to be more interactive. Jazakumullah khair. So just keep in mind there is always a confusion among the people that the people that Hajj Ifrat only for the people who are within, who are in Jeddah or who lives in Haram, close to Haram, they can only perform, they can only perform Ifrat. This is not true. Anybody who lives, whether he lives in Mecca Mukarrama or who lives in Jeddah or who lives anywhere in the world, he can perform Hajj Ifrat. And the people who lives in Jeddah and Haram and close to Haram, they can only perform Ifrat. So don't discuss me about the detail, why is that so, because Mufti Sahib already discussed the detail. Inshallah, in the question and answer session, I will ask specifically this question when we will have a session in English, and whatever he will say, I will try to translate it. But keep in mind that because one of the reasons ulama has mentioned that back in the days, there was only Ifrat. But at the time when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made his Hajjatul Wida, he explained all three Hajj, and all the Sahaba's companions had performed different Hajj. Though the Prophet ﷺ Hajj was Qiran and he was Qarin, but other Sahaba radiyallahu anhu ajmain, some of them they were Mufrid, some of them they having a niyyah of Tamattu, and some of them were Qarin. So all three Hajj, different Hajj people had performed with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One thing is that when we say the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is important that we say alayhi salatu wassalam or Allahumma salli ala nabiyyina Muhammad at least the ulama say at least once in a majlis, because it is wajib for us that we should send our blessings to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And once we send the blessing to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the durood and salatu wassalam, then Allah will bless us also even more. So in Ifrat, so one thing is clear that the ulama said that the people close to Haram, the people live in Jeddah close to Haram, they always get a chance to go perform Umrah. So the Sharia warned the people that they're going to come once in a life that to perform Hajj and Umrah together, or they perform the Umrah and then they perform the Hajj. So Sharia want to give them more privilege, and that's why the Sharia restrict the people who are close to live close to Haram, to restrict them to perform Hajj Ifrat. So keep in mind the people who are close to Haram or Jeddah, they're living in Jeddah or close by, they need to perform Hajj Ifrat. They cannot perform. If they're going to perform, then the ulama's difference of opinion, and then they will say that some of them, they said that you have to sacrifice an animal. Now come to directly to Hajj Ifrat. In Hajj Ifrat, when the person either he reached to miqat or he is starting from his house, from his home, considering that he lives in Jeddah or in Haram, when he make an intention, his intention will be only for Hajj. And eventually intention will be in you don't need to say by tongue, but some of the ulama say that it is better to say by tongue so that you avoid confusion, though it is not compulsory. But if you say by tongue that, oh Allah, I'm performing Hajj Ifrat and I'm going to make a niyyah for Hajj performing Hajj. So this is an intention. Once but before intention, there is a sunnah that you clean yourself, because you're going for Hajj. You clean yourself, you take a bath, and then you wear ihram. Before ihram, you can put the utur or a smell or any perfume. It is allowed for a man to put in his upon his body. And after wearing ihram, you should not do it. But before ihram, you can do it. It's a sunnah. Once you finish, you wear ihram, then you need to perform two sunnah for ihram. And if you are in a on the I'm like, if you are going passing through miqat, or you're leaving your home right after asr or right after fajr, because there is a karaha to praying the salah at that time, so don't then leave it, because this is a sunnah. But if you are leaving after maghrib, after isha, or before fajr, or after dhuhr, or after shuruq, when sun rise already, then you can perform those sunnah. Number one, you take a bath. It is sunnah. It's not necessary, but you make sure that you are clean. Second thing, it's a sunnah to wear, to put your, to put some good smell upon your body after taking the bath. Then you take a clean ihram, and then you make an intention. And what is the intention? As I mentioned, you intention by heart. But if you want to say, at least you will say, oh Allah, I'm inshallah going to perform the Hajj Ifrat, and my intention is to perform the Hajj. Okay. Once this is done, you need to say one time labbaik. It is very important for the people who are living outside of miqat. The miqat is the last point where you need to say labbaik. If you cross miqat and you didn't say labbaik, then there is a chance that you will get a penalty and you have to sacrifice an animal. So keep in mind, if you are traveling from Riyadh, from Dammam, from Qasim, from everywhere, from anywhere out of miqat, when you're gonna reach miqat is the last point to make an intention. So what the ulama said, that if you are traveling by air, then it is better as soon as the plane take off. Then, since you already have wear the ihram, you already perform perform the two sunnah. You're already ready for it, but you don't know, might be the plane may delay. So as soon as the plane take off, like 15-20 minutes, and you know that miqat is another half and 1 hour at least remaining, make an intention and say labbaik Allahumma labbaik at least once. Okay. Men will recite loudly and the women will recite quietly. That's the way that Allah wants from us. So this is related to ihram. Now, once we reach to haram, what we need to do is, on 8th, we gonna on in Hajj Ifrat, we have two options. Let me just go to the other slide, so we will back and forth. If you can see this slide, so we wear the ihram, we pray to sunnah, then we make a dua, we make an intention for Hajj, and we said labbaik. Once we said labbaik, then if you look at my cursor, if you have two options, either you perform tawaf qudum, and which is optional, okay, or you can directly go to Mina. Okay. So if you are coming from miqat, from Jeddah, or from outside of miqat, from Riyadh, anywhere, you always have both options. Either you can perform a tawaf called tawaf qudum, which is optional. Once the tawaf has been performed, then you remain in ihram, and then you continue and move to Mina. Okay. There is an option Sharia gives to you, that if you perform tawaf qudum, which is optional, then you can perform the sa'i of Hajj, which is supposed to do after Hajj, before the Hajj as well. So let me repeat it. Once you finish labbaik, now you have two options. Either you go to haram, perform tawaf qudum. This is optional. Or second option is that you directly go to Mina. So you will see some of the people, that especially those live in Jeddah, some of them, they directly will go to Mina, while some of them will go to because might be some of their operator, they have some people from Riyadh, they have some intention to perform Tamattu, so they may take them to go for Umrah. So in that case, if you want to go, you can go for Tawaf Qudum, and after Tawaf Qudum, you will remain in Ihram. But if you need to do Sa'i before Tawaf Ziyarah, I mean for Tawaf Ziyarah, which is here, we're supposed to do on 10th, 11th, or 12th. These 3 days are there for that Sa'i. If you want, you can do your sa'i here. So you can perform your sa'i here if you had performed tawaf qudum. Keep in mind the sa'i cannot be performed without the tawaf. So you have to have performed the tawaf. So you're gonna make 7 rounds of haram, starting from Hajr Aswad, and once you finish it, you will make 2 wajib salah behind Muqam Ibrahim, and then you stay in ihram. You're not gonna cut your hair, and you will reach to Mina. You keep in mind, in Arafah, in Ifrat, the ihram will be removed on 10th, not before 10th. Okay. So the second option is that you will not go to Tawaf Qudum, you will directly reach to Mina. In Mina, we gonna perform 5 prayers on starting from Zuhr till the Fajr of the next day. So you're gonna start from Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and then Fajr on the next day, and from Fajr you will leave. For Musafir, for the people who are travelers, they're supposed to pray 2, and for the Muqim, they pray 4. Though this is the difference of opinion among it, but those who follow Hanafi school of thought, and they follow the Quran and Sunnah based on the Hanafi school of interpretations, on the light of Ashab Rasul, Ahadith, and the verses of Quran. So they should follow them, and they keep the other. If somebody has followed some other opinions, it's upon his choice. We are not the one who's supposed to judge. So in Mina, you don't have anything other than to prayer. You pray, you make ibadah, you make dua, you recite Quran, you do askar, but there is no other ibadah other than this. On the 9th morning, most probably in the morning, the operator gonna take you to Arafah. One small thing, that if by any chance, if your operator take you in the night itself, I mean to say that on 10th early morning before Fajr, then in that case you will miss the Sunnah, but there is no penalty against it, because stay in the Sunnah. So if you are unable to perform that stay, or you are unable to stay till Fajr, then there is no penalty. You can stay, you can carry on with your operator, you can leave to Arafah. Then on 9th of Arafah, you supposed to be in Arafah, and that is again one of the most important day of your life, where from Zuhr till Maghrib you have to do nothing other than to raise your hand. Allah doesn't want to see you other than you raise your hand. You keep asking Allah, and ask for everything what you want from your dunya, for akhirah, for yourself, for your family, for everybody, for ummah, for everything what you need to ask. And this is the best and a hajj that you have it, in which you can ask more and more. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after finishing his salah and combine his salah in a special event on Zuhr and Asr in Arafah, he has left everything, and he raised his hand to ask, and he keep asking Allah till the sunset. So you're gonna stay in Arafah till sunset. Don't leave before sunset, and then you need to leave for Muzdalifah, where you're gonna spend the whole night in Muzdalifah. For the families, you supposed to there for the families, women and the small kids, or those who are weak, they can leave after 1/3 of the night, but the men should stay over the night and spend the night in Muzdalifah. Or even if the woman stays, Aisha radiallahu anha, she stay over the night, overnight with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Brother, if you don't mind, can you mute yourself? So in that case, you have to stay in Muzdalifah. Now keep in mind, in Arafah you're gonna pray Zuhr and Asr, and then in Muzdalifah you have to reach Muzdalifah and pray Maghrib there. So even if you spend night, you reach late night, by 2 o'clock in the night, or 1:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, you need to pray in Maghrib at Muzdalifah itself. So you pray Maghrib and then you pray Isha, and pray Witr as well. After that, once you finish your stay in Muzdalifah, finish. If you're not gonna stay in Muzdalifah, then and you leave 1/3 of the night, and if you are healthy and you didn't stay in Muzdalifah, then the ulama say that you may have to sacrifice an animal, because the stay in Muzdalifah is wajib. So it's important. If you look in the slide, I put those who are mandatory things, I put in red. So in those mandatory items, if you made a mistake, then there is a chance that you're going to get a penalty and you need to sacrifice an animal on this because of this mistake. So you need to spend the night in Muzdalifah, then pray Fajr, and it is a sunnah to collect the stone from Muzdalifah itself, and the size of the stone should be like around the size of a bean. So if you look the small size of beans, collect those size, or a little closer to that size, and you need at least 7 for the first day, and 21 for the second and the third day. And if you are going to stay in the fourth day as well, then you require another 21. So once you finished this Muzdalifah, you pray Fajr, and then it is better to leave the Shuruq when the sun rises. So it is better to stay till sunrise in Muzdalifah, and then but if somebody leave after Fajr also, it is allowed. Now your Muzdalifah finish. On 10th, you have nothing other than you go to Shaitan from after. I mean, the best time is after sunset. So from sunrise till sunset. So if you start from sunrise, you move from Muzdalifah and you reach to the Shaitan. Today on 10th, you need to hit the Shaitan, which is closer to the Mecca itself. So when you're coming from Arafah, Muzdalifah, and you're going for the stoning, so the first Shaitan you have to leave it, the second Shaitan you have to leave it, the Jamrah you have to leave it, and the third Jamrah you need to throw on the first day. And you need to throw 7 stones. It is mustahab to keep Mecca on your right and keep Mina on your left. It is mustahab. So when you're gonna throw a stone, the first stone you throw, you will stop labbaik. After that, there is no labbaik. So keep in mind, when you're gonna throw the first stone, labbaik should be stopped. Then after that, there is no labbaik. Once you finish the stoning, if you get a chance, stay at the corner and ask from Allah for dua and stop talbiyah. Then if you have an optional choice, if you want to perform a sacrifice in Ifrat, because in Ifrat there is a choice for you want to do sacrifice or not. If you don't want to do sacrifice, then you can directly cut or shave your head, and you are allowed to take a bath, and you are allowed to cut you are allowed to change your normal clothes. And now all the condition of Ihram has been finished. Now the only thing is remaining is the husband and wife relationship. So this husband and wife relationship is still stand, and which gonna finish once you perform Tawaf al-Ziyarah. So on 10th or 11th, or even early morning on 12th, you can perform Tawaf al-Ziyarah. So now, once you finish your clothes, you change your clothes, you come in a normal clothes. Now the next thing is you need to do is Tawaf al-Ziyarah. Tawaf al-Ziyarah, you're gonna go to Mecca Haram. You will perform a Tawaf 7 rounds, and you will pray to Wajib behind Maqam Ibrahim. You can pray anywhere. And in case if you don't get a chance to pray in Haram, you can go outside and pray. If you forget, then come in your camp and pray. But you have to pray. Okay. If somebody has performed Sa'i before with Tawaf Qudum, then he doesn't need, or he or she doesn't need to perform Sa'i. But if he came directly from to Mina, then he has to perform this Sa'i. Once you perform this Sa'i, all the conditions that was the last condition with the husband-wife relationship, it's also now you are allowed, and you can go for this halal relationship. Now, this is the 10th. Once you finish the 10th, you have to come back to Mina and spend the night in Mina. In Hanafi school of thought, it is sunnah to spend a night in Mina, but if somebody is going for tawaf or somebody is going to perform tawaf ziyarah or sa'i, then it is allowed for him to go to even in the night. So, and if he doesn't, if he won't be able to come back to Mina, there is no penalty. So you have to spend the night in Mina, and on the next day you need to perform the stoning. The stoning gonna perform after, as soon as you will listen Zuhur Adhan, after Zawal. You're not gonna perform early morning now. So 11th, 12th, you're gonna perform the stoning on the second day of Arafah. The second day of on the second day uh, of stoning. On second day after Zawal, we need to throw the stone on the first the Jamara 7, then on the second, then on the third, and then you're gonna come back to Mina itself. Again on the 12th, then you're gonna go again after Zawal, and you're gonna perform uh, again 7. You're gonna throw 7 on Jamra, small Jamra, then the middle one, then the last one, and then those people who live outside of miqat, means Riyadh, Dammam, Qasim, all of them, they need to perform tawaf wida. So they have to perform tawaf wida, and those who are living in Jeddah or Haram or close to Haram, they don't require to perform tawaf wida. They can directly go back to home. This is a journey of your Hajj of Ifrat. If anybody has a question related to Hajj Ifrat, please raise a hand, and I'm going to be more than happy to answer. Let me know if anybody has a question. Otherwise, we will move forward. And
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Brother, I have a question. You mentioned about the Qurbani, right? The sacrifice.
Yes.
Can you just repeat that again? I missed that point.
Okay.
Especially with respect to the relieving of the Ihram duties.
Okay. So we are referring to Hajj Ifrat, right? So
yes, sir.
In Hajj Ifrat, sacrifice is optional. Okay. Is optional. So it is not mandatory like Qiran or Ifrat, no, like Qiran or Tamattu. So if somebody, Allah has given him a chance and he can afford, he can go for sacrifice. Okay.
Thank you. And and another question is that I missed the first part, so apologies. How do we determine that? Is it based on our niyyah that whether we want to do tamattu,
upon your niyyah,
or
as I explained, it totally depends upon your niyyah. What's your plan? Where you living? Where currently you stay?
I live in Riyadh. That's
So
why
you
I'm
can
asking.
perform any 3 of Hajj. It's based on your choice.
Okay. Okay.
Generally, I'll give you a small suggestion. Those who are coming with the families, and some of the women, families have feminine issues. Then for those who gonna have feminine issue, or they may have a chance they're gonna fall in that feminine issue. Then for the women's, generally we recommend to go with Ifrat, because Ifrat is easy. Like for example, if they are coming and they have feminine issue, then it is better for them for make a niyyah for Ifrat itself, then because they can directly go to Mina, because they cannot enter Haram while they are in that condition.
Well understood.
But
Well
a
understood.
husband and wife can have a different niyyah. It can be
It
separate.
is also possible.
It is all
Okay.
at the time of Rasulullah has a different niyyah. Mother Aisha has a different niyyah. So it is possible. It's
Thank you very
purely
much.
upon your condition. So anybody, if anybody has a question, more than happy. Otherwise, we'll move to Hajj Tamattu.
Yeah, hi, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu rahmatullah.
I have a small question. Actually, I'm living in Riyadh, but
Okay.
I'll be moving from Jeddah doing the Hajj.
You're gonna
So
come
in
from
this
Riyadh, right?
case, yes, I'm living in Riyadh. My parents are living in Jeddah actually. So in this case, but currently I'm in Riyadh,
So
right?
you are basically out of miqat.
Yes, I'm out of Mikat for the time being,
Yes.
yes. So in this case, can I make the Mikat from Taif, or I can choose any Mikat near to Jeddah?
You can choose any miqat from Jeddah, but since you are coming for Hajj, it is better, people, ulama say, from where you start, it's better to make, niyyah from there. So if you're
Wait,
if you're gonna come from Riyadh, then Taif is the one that you're gonna get that
yeah,
miqat.
but my concern is there that I may go earlier there, like 2-3 days earlier there, stay in Jeddah. Then maybe I need to choose an miqat,
So then you can
and
perform tawaf. Then better what we will do once I will explain tamattu, then you will get your answer. Then
yeah.
that you will make tamattu, perform the umrah,
Hmm.
and then come back and live in your normal clothes. And once the Hajj will start,
Hmm.
you will stay with your operator and start from your home, itself, and wear ihram and then move forward.
Even though I'm staying in Jeddah, it doesn't matter on that, on Tamattu.
Because once you will come from Riyadh, then you're gonna have an intention of Umrah. So you will reach to Jeddah,
Right.
then go to Haram, perform Umrah, come back in your and live
Mm.
a normal fellow. And once your journey will start for Hajj, you will wear your ihram from Jeddah itself, and then once you close to the border of Mecca, then make an intention for Hajj.
Pretty fun. Thank you, Jazakallah.
Okay?
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes, brother.
I have a small question. If in case of my wife, there's a feminine issue that is falling in between the days of Hajj. So in that case, what I have heard is that the only condition which is or the only requirement is the tawaf ifada or ziyarah, which is must for the
There is
wife
no,
after she is in the condition of purity. And in case due to the logistics it's not possible, then only it's allowed, even if the condition is still there. Could you please guide me on that?
see, now we will have a session separately for the woman itself where we're going to discuss these issues in detail, because if we go in this detail in that session, we will come out from that particular session what we talk about. But I'm going to give you that answer that the woman cannot perform tawaf while she's in the state of impurity. Okay, so in that case, if any woman that coming and she's impure, then she cannot perform any tawaf. And if means that if she cannot perform any tawaf, then she will not be able to perform the umrah. For if she had a niyyah for Qiran, then she cannot be able to perform the umrah, and eventually her umrah, she cannot perform umrah because umrah has tawaf. So also, if she gonna make an intention for tamattu, then she will not be able to perform again an umrah in her umrah. Then she have to make an qadha for that umrah, and she had to repeat that umrah again. So that's why the ulama recommend that if a woman has or she is continue with her feminine issue while she gonna be on Hajj, it is better for her to perform Ifrat. So in that case, she can directly go to Mina, she can go to Arafah, she can go to Muzdalifah, but only thing that she have to keep it till Tawaf Ziyarah. Now, if any woman, she became pure before Tawaf Ziyarah, fair enough. If not, she has to wait till 10th, 11th, 12th, whenever she get free again, whenever she get come out from that state, she will make a ghusl and then move forward and perform the tawaf ziyarah and then sa'i itself. So there are specific conditions which we're going to discuss on women's questions, because sometime that there may be women whose tawaf ziyarah will left and they're going to come in that issue. So then they can live there, or if they have no choice, then they have to go back to their home, keep themselves, stay away from the husband and wife relationship should not be there. Once she come out from this purity, then she have to come back, fly back to Riyadh, to to Jeddah, to Makkah itself, and perform his tawaf ziyarah and sa'i. So there are certain conditions. So that's why I said that women are going to have an exclusive session. Leave the woman part aside, but
Sure,
let you focus
sure,
on the major points of Hajj on this.
sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, brother Muhammad Riaz, you have any questions?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
assalamu alaikum. Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Yeah,
Assalamu
just my question was like, what is the most afzal among three as per the sunnah?
brother, there are difference of opinion among the ulamas, but I have listened from the shuyukh that the best hajj is that Allah accepted. If and our life change. If our life doesn't change and we remain as what we used to be before, then what's the point if we do Tamattu, Qiran, and Ifrat? But among ulama, the Hanafi school of thought, as per Abu Hanifa and the other Ahlul Ilm, they said Qiran is better because Rasulullah was a Qarin. While the Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal or other Ahlul school of thought, they said that Tamattu is afzal, is better because Rasulullah said that if I'm going to perform, that I will perform. If I'll perform next year, I will perform Tamattu. So there is a difference of opinion. Again, as I said to you, it depends. Qiran is a difficult Hajj. That's why the ulama, they said it's better not to do Qiran nowadays because people cannot stay with this heat and all of these conditions. And if Qiran has a difficulties, and then he or she gonna have double penalty because you are gonna be staying. I'm gonna explain Qiran, then we will discuss this also. Okay.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, thank you.
There's one question that somebody needs to ask.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I just wanted a question. Question is like I'm in Riyadh right now, and I'll be coming to Jeddah to drop my family in Jeddah. So what will be the process like? So it will be Ifrat on me or Tamattu on me?
Let first focus on this Hajj Ifrat. If you have a question related to Hajj Ifrat, ask with me, because after this all three explanation, then we will discuss what you need to do and you need to do. Otherwise, we will get mixed up with this question. So if you have a question related to Hajj Ifrat at this point of time, what I have explained, feel free to ask the question. Otherwise we will take it by the end of the session.
Okay.
Yes, I think there's some sister Isra, you want to ask question. If it is something related to Ifrat, please ask.
Yeah, sorry, this is brother. Yeah, thank you, brother. So just a quick question I want to confirm. If I live in Jeddah, so
Yes.
the intention itself, I will wear my ihram and say the intention before I leave my house. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes. And you will say
Okay. Labbaik. Okay.
Yes.
And then because I live in Jeddah, the tawaf ibadah is not mandatory for me, right?
Tawaf is not mandatory for you. So you have two options. Either you directly go to Mina, okay, or you can go to Tawaf to Haram to perform Tawaf Qudum. Okay, but this Tawaf is optional. As I mentioned, this is again an optional. It's a sunnah to perform Tawaf Qudum, but if you don't perform, you can directly go to many operators. Those who operate from Jeddah, they most of the time take their people directly to Mina, as per the instruction from the government. So most of the people that who are majority, if the group join most of the people from Jeddah, they are from Jeddah itself, then there is a chance that they're gonna all take you directly to Mina.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Okay, brother.
Okay.
And what about tawaf ibadah? Tawaf ibadah, I don't need to perform that one, right?
Was that you don't need to perform what?
Tawaf iwida, the last one, brother. The last one. The
Yes,
top,
Tawaf
bottom,
Wida,
right.
you don't need to. Since you are living in Jeddah, you don't require Tawaf Wida because you can come at any time, and perform a Tawaf. So for this is Tawaf Wida is for those who live outside of Miqat and they have a less chance that they're gonna come back again.
Okay, clear. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much.
But keep in mind that anybody after Hajj, if he or she is planning to go for vacation in 1 or 2 days, 3 days from Jeddah to back to their home country, then it is better to perform Tawaf Wida. Okay, because she is traveling back to Tawaf to the home country. Okay, but if you're gonna stay a couple of 2 weeks, 3 weeks in Jeddah itself, then you don't need. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, clear. Thank you so much, brother. Shukran.
Okay, let's move forward now. Before we will move, let's start the Hajj Tamattu, which is gonna be actually most of the people that living from outside of Miqat, they perform Hajj Tamattu. And I'm gonna let me just open Hajj Tamattu so we can share the screen. So Hajj Tamattu, yes. So I hope that you can see my screen. Okay, so yes, there's a question. I think some Zoha asked that the people who are coming from Jeddah has to perform Tawaf Ifrat only. Yes, Hajj Ifrat. They can only perform Hajj Ifrat. Trust me, if you perform Hajj Ifrat, then nobody will say, no one scholar will say that you made a wrong choice. But if you perform another Hajj, might be some of the people, they said, no, you're wrong. Some others said, no, you're right. Difference of opinion. So it's better to go with something where there is no difference of opinion to anybody. So let's go for Hajj Tamattu. As I mentioned before, Hajj Tamattu is a Hajj in which when the Haji is coming and eventually he is living outside of Miqat, then he gonna only make an intention for Umrah itself. And most of the people, they're coming from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, South Africa, America, US, most of the people, or even Riyadh, Dammam, they mostly perform Hajj Tamattu. And in Hajj Tamattu, when the person reached, it's not necessary that you need to take a bath on Miqat itself. It is not necessary. You can shave your you can clean yourself. You can clean your underarms. You can clean your your unnecessary hairs of your body, and before reaching to Miqat, and you can even take a bath before Miqat. But if you reach Miqat and take a bath, it's upon you. Once you reach Miqat, I'm assuming that you take a bath. Again, it's a sunnah. You again put the men will put oil or a good smell upon their body, and then they wear ihram, and after wear ihram they will make dua, and they will make an intention for sorry they will make an intention for Umrah only. So we are ihram.
बिस्तर बाहर नहीं जी मैं रूम में मजलिस रूम में
Wear ihram, pray to sunnah, avoid makruh time. I explained what is makruh time before as well. Anything that right after Fajr or after Asr. So after Asr till Maghrib, if you crossing by Miqat, then leave this sunnah. It's not mandatory for you. So make dua, and then you're gonna perform an intention for Umrah. And what gonna be the intention? If you say by the tongue, if you keep in your heart upon you, but if you say by your tongue, oh Allah, I'm planning to go for Hajj Tamattu, and my intention is to perform Umrah. Once you made an intention, say at least one time Labbaik. Once before crossing Miqat. Last time I got a call from one person and he left Miqat and he forget to cross. He forget to say Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. If somebody doesn't know Labbaik, then he can say even Allahu Akbar or Subhanallah or something that is equivalent to it. So I asked the question, we asked the Mufti Sahib, we discussed this, and he said, did you say anything Allahu Akbar or something like that which is equivalent to this? And he said, no, I didn't remember. Then we told him it is better to go and make a U-turn because he was coming by the car. So we told him to make a U-turn, reach to Miqat and make Labbaik one time. So that's why I said that once you make an intention, keep your intention by tongue, and Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, you just say Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk. So this is important. Now, once you reach to Haram, you need to perform Umrah. And Umrah means, again, you need to perform 7 rounds of you will make 7 rounds. Then you will perform 2 wajib behind Muqam Ibrahim. Then you perform Sa'i as a normal, what we perform in Umrah. And then once you finished, either you shave your head or at least 1.5 inch you cut your hairs from all across. I have seen some of the people, they take from here is small. Keep in mind, this is not something allowed. You will not be halal. Your relationship with your husband and wife will not be, it will remain still as haram. It is not something that is allowed. Only in Shafi'i fiqh. I have listened from Mufti Umar, and he before in the last year sessions also, he said, I think if I remember correctly, is it only in their fiqh it is said it is okay. I mean, if somebody did it, means that okay, he's out from condition of ihram. But none of the other, they said this is something practice, that should make a practice, especially since you are going for performing Hajj. it is important to at least cut 1.5 inch. And if somebody has less than 1 inch and a half, then he has to shave his head, or at least make zero. They put a machine with 0 number. Once you finish with it, after performing Umrah, you can, if you have your own trimmer, you can trim by yourself as well. Or if your wife is there, she can trim your head as well, and you can cut your wife here as well. Keep in mind, the woman has to take the whole hairs in her hand and then cut from the end at least 1.5 inches. Once he or she finished, all ihram condition is over. Now, if he reach on 1st of Zil Hajjah, 2nd of Zil Hajjah, 3rd of Zil Hajjah, 4th, 5th, 6th, he can live in Haram, close to Haram, Jeddah, as a normal person. No problem. There is no conditions apply now, other than you are a normal person. You can live in your normal clothes. You can do whatever you want. Your husband and wife relationship, you can move forward. There is nothing wrong in it till the time the 8th come, the 8th of Zil Hajjah. And in 8th of Zil Hajjah, what you need to do is, so if you look 8th of Zil Hajjah, where I'm moving the cursor, you need to make an intention for Hajj now. Now, since now there may be multiple conditions. Some of they say I performed Umrah and I came back to Jeddah. Some they said I am still in Haram. Some they said I reached from Mecca and I came from Taif and I perform Umrah. Now I need to quickly move back to the Mina. What should I do? So let me answer one by one. Number one, if a person reached to Haram, he performed Umrah, and now he will stay in Haram for a couple of days, close to Haram. So what he will do? After Umrah, he'll come in normal clothes, and after that, what he will do, as soon as the 8th comes, he will wear the Ihram from his location where he's living in Mecca. So if he's staying in the hotel, he changes Ihram. Again, he can take a bath, put perfume upon her body, especially men, not for women, and wear Ihram and make an intention for Hajj itself. So your intention will be in your heart. You say Labbaik, Allahumma Labbaik, and move forward and go to Mina. Number one choice. This is number one choice. Number second choice. If somebody say, I came from Taif, I came from Riyadh, and I reached Haram, and I performed Umrah. Now I need to change clothes. I need to change myself, but I couldn't hold time. Can I reach to Mina and change clothes from there and spend the night? So yes, you can. So in that case, what will happen? You will perform Umrah, and if your operator is taking into Mina, you can go Mina in the night. You can stay in normal clothes in the night. In the morning, wake up, take bath, clean yourself, and wear a new Ihram before Zohar. So again, I explained two conditions. Number one condition is that you stay close by to Haram, anywhere in the hotel. Where you start moving on 8th, you wear the Ihram from the hotel and make Niyyah from there. The second, you reach to Haram, you said I'm not feeling well, I need to change myself, but I couldn't get place. I have no hotel, so shall I go to Mina with my operator? And then I will stay over the night in normal clothes. In the morning, I will change the clothes and make intention in Niyyah. This is also allowed. Number third, you perform Umrah, and after Umrah, you said I need to go back to Jeddah. Okay, you come to Jeddah, you stay as a normal people, as you stay, you continue living as in Jeddah. As soon as your journey start, you wear your ihram from Jeddah itself, and once the border of Mecca comes, say labbaik and make an intention. Please let me know if all these conditions is clear to you. Now, as I explained, you wear ihram, you make an intention on 8th before Zohar. You be ready you should be ready for Mina. You should be in Mina with the ihram before Zohar. And now in Zohar you need to pray 5 prayers. In Mina, Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. Again, as I said, that those who are travelers, they should pray 2. and those who are musafir, they should pray 4. If the traveler is praying behind the imam who is muqim, he can stay and he can pray 4 as well. There is no problem. But if he is playing alone, then he has to pray 2. Now, once you finished Mina, on the 9th, you need to Arafah. And Arafah is, again, the day of Arafah is as same as what I explained you in Hajj Ifrat. Then on the night, you will move forward to Muzdalifah. And the condition of Muzdalifah is same as what I explained you in Hajj Ifrat. Then on the 10th comes, the 10th in the morning, it is better after Shuruq, means when the sun rises, you go to Jamrah, throw 7 stones in the last Jamrah, and then your talbiyah will stop. As soon as you throw the first one, your talbiyah is stopped. Then the first thing you need to do is to sacrifice. The first thing you need to do is to sacrifice. Keep in mind, sacrifice is going to come first. So many people, they get mistake and they don't do sacrifice. They sacrifice, didn't finish it, they cut their hair. And then they go to the ulama, they said, why don't you follow the steps that you're supposed to do, the talbiyah, your sacrifice, then you're supposed to do cut your hair or shave your head and then change the clothes. So keep in mind, it is important. Last time, one thing is very important. If you're going to any operator, make sure that you try to explain them, we're not gonna throw the stoning on the first day before Fajr. Because last time there are some people, they were calling me, they did the stoning at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they sacrificed the animal and they cut their head and they said, Alhamdulillah, we has performed Hajj. And when I called them, I said, brother, who told you to do this? He said, our operator took us and they told us, no, we have to do it, and we did it. I said, you already explained, I explained you everything, that only this is very important for you, that is stay in Muzdalifah over the night and then throw the stoning at least after Fajr, or the best one is right after sunset, till the whole day you have it. You have a whole day, what you're going to do? Only you just need to change Ihram. You make it so quick, and then you have got in confusion that what should I do? I do have to sacrifice, or do I have to throw a stone again? It's a lot of confusion. So don't go for that confusion. Different people come, different school of thought comes. Follow this. Inshallah, in based on Rahman, your Hajj will be fine without any problem. And if you follow the sequence, then no scholar will say that you're wrong. But if you not follow the sequence, then 2 will say that you have a penalty, 1 will say it's okay, the other will say it is better to perform sacrifice, it's better to do it again. You will confuse. So why you want to do confusion? Try to avoid confusion. Learn at this point of time. It's a good time. You can learn. Still, we have so much time available. So keep in mind that first you will finish sacrifice. If anybody has paid from the government, it is better to stay till the Maghrib time, and then he cut his hair or shave his head and then change the clothes and then perform tawaf al-ziyarah on the next night, or on the night or the next day. There is no problem. So on 10th, what you will do, you will throw the stone. As I mentioned, stop talbiyah before throwing a stone, and then you will finish your sacrifice. Then you're going to cut your hair or shave your head. And women's also going to cut their hair, 1.5 inches. Then you are change your clothes. Now all your ihram conditions are over, and only other than the husband and wife relationship. Then you're going to perform tawaf al-ziyarah with sa'i. Then your entire Hajj will be as same as like tawaf as Hajj Ifrat, and only the last one where you have to perform tawaf wida. And tawaf wida need to be performed before leaving miqat. So if you have a plan, might be some of the people, they say that I'm going to leave after 1 week from Jeddah, then he doesn't need tawaf wida. Once he can come back after tawaf, before he is leaving Jeddah, he can come back 1-2 days before and make tawaf wida. But if somebody is leaving right away from Haram and he's going back to home, then it is a must for him to perform tawaf wida, other than the women who had feminine issue. If a woman who has feminine issue started after tawaf ziyarah, then for her there is no tawaf wida. She can go without tawaf wida without any penalty. This is all about tawaf Hajj Tamattu. If anybody has a question, feel free to ask so we can move forward to Hajj Qiran.
Brother, I have a question that in case I have done Umrah in this month, Ziqad,
Yes.
and then I'm traveling from Dammam to perform the Hajj. So in that case, I'll have to make the niyyah for Hajj directly from Dammam and follow the last three boxes that you have shown for the Hajj. Is it correct?
You have two options. Do you have any plan to go back to your home country?
No, I'm living in Dammam
By
for
any
now.
chance? But I'm asking a
No,
question. I mean, once you finish your after Eid, you performed an Umrah, right?
no, I will be performing
You're gonna perform an
in
Umrah.
Ziqat.
Okay, you're gonna perform Ziqat, and then you have no plan to go back to your home country.
Exactly.
Okay, so in that case, your Hajj will be only Hajj Tamattu. Okay, so the only Hajj
Okay.
you can do is Hajj Tamattu because you already performed the Umrah during the Hajj season, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now in that case, you have two options. Either you perform
Okay.
an Umrah again, which I explained you, okay, or you can directly go to Mina
Okay. Correct. So I can
with your
follow.
intention of
I
Hajj.
can skip. I
Yes,
can skip the Umrah and go
you can
directly to
skip us.
Mina
Yes,
on 7th. It's also fine because
upon
I
your
think you'll
operator
be
when he's
taking.
gonna take you. Yeah, it's
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes.
If you reach to Mina and 7th, it's okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. That's good. Thank you. And the second thing you have mentioned, stop talbiya after stoning on 10th. So
Before stoning, as soon as you throw the stone, stop. The first stone, as soon as you throw, you will stop. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik.
I mean, it's just for that moment.
No. After that, there is no talbiya. There is
Okay.
no
Okay.
talbiya
Okay.
after that. The Hajj talbiya is till the first stoning. As soon as you throw the first stone, your talbiya finished. Now you will say Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Ayyam al-Tashri will start. So then the other tasbih will start.
Okay. 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 Correct. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, any other
Assalamu
question?
alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Brother, I have one question. In these 3 days, when we will be in Ihram, so can we take the bath? And
You can take
if we have
multiple
another
no
pair
problem.
of Ihram, can we change that?
You can change as many as ihram you can. You can take a bath if required. If you feel you can take a bath, but don't rub yourself so that unnecessary hair will fall
Okay.
and
Yes, yes.
don't use any the soap with the smell. With any perfume, anything. So try to find somewhere in Nahdi they sell some some soap that are for Hajj itself. So if you can take that hit, it will be useful for you.
Okay. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Yes, brother
Brother,
Shahzad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Right, yes, brother Zubair.
So again, a question. I asked one question on Hajj Ifrat. So from your description, it is important, I believe, that we understand from the operator what is his plan. If he's taking us directly to Mina, then it is better to have a niyat for Hajj Ifrat if you are living outside Jeddah.
I mean,
Correct?
see, if you are living outside of Jeddah and you are coming, then you're for sure your operator gonna take you to perform Umrah or Tawaf Qudum, whatever they called it. Okay, so they're gonna take it. But if you are all the group is only for Jeddah people, which I doubt because I have seen the people from Riyadh applying for Jeddah, Jeddah to Abaha, Abaha to Jizan, so it's a mix. So probably they make groups of the people. They divide the people. Those who are from Jeddah, they will send it to them directly to Mina. Those who are from outside of Miqat, they will send it to them to perform their Umrah.
So it is better to ask them. Okay.
It's better to ask with them. Which group you have?
Is Kafilat al Khair, and they all are Arabic speaking. So I will see my
Are you from Jeddah itself?
No, I'm from Riyadh.
Yeah, so then you check with them that what's their plan, and according you can plan if they're not gonna go. But I'm sure they're gonna go because some of the people they may go for Tawaf Qudum, So check with them.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, brother. Anybody has a question? Ask.
Yes, I just asked you the first question regarding the Umrah in Zifad, and then traveling direct for the from the Mam direct for the Hajj.
Yes.
So in that case, I can also do Tawaf Qudum if the operator is taking me on 7th while I have made the niyyah for Hajj. Can I
Yes,
still
you can
go
do
and
Tawaf
perform?
Qudum, and you can do after that Sa'i as well. So you can perform Hajj Sa'i before as well.
So that will count for Tawaf Ifada, Sa'i for Tawaf
No, it
Ifada
will not
or
count
Ziyarat.
Tawaf Ifada. It will, the only Sa'i that's supposed to do after Hajj will be, you can move. Tawaf Ifada is going to be after Hajj.
Okay. I mean Tawaf Ziyarah.
Yes, Tawaf Ziyarah is a must. You have
No,
to
no,
do.
but the Sa'i would be counted for that.
Yes, you can do Sa'i
Okay.
before.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Any question further? Otherwise, we'll move forward.
Yeah,
Assalamu
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Salam.
my question is regarding Tawaf e Vidai.
Yes.
So we don't have to do Sa'i in this, right?
No, there is
Only
no
we are going to do
Tawaf.
Tawaf.
Only Tawaf. Only Tawaf.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Just give me one answer. So keep in mind, in Hajj Tamattu, there will be two Sa'i. Okay, one is for Umrah and one is for Hajj. In Hajj Qiran, there are two Sa'i, though there is a difference of opinion among ulama. The other school of thought, they said in Qiran only one Sa'i. But in Hanafi school of thought, it's two Sa'i. But in Hajj Ifrat is only one Sa'i. So keep in mind. Yes, brother, you have a question, please carry on.
Yeah. So, I mean, from the first box, I can see like about performing the Umrah. So, is it the same Umrah what we usually do, like when we
Yeah,
travel?
same. There's nothing wrong other than the same Umrah. Because
Yeah.
as I explained on Miqat, what you're gonna do, you're gonna make an intention for Umrah itself, correct?
Yeah. So, suppose I'm traveling from Riyadh, so from my home also I can wear Ihram, right? Suppose I'm coming from flight. So,
You coming by flight, right?
yeah.
So then you wear your haram at the airport or your home. As soon as the plane
Mhm.
take off, make an intention and say labbaik.
Yeah, but you also highlighted that we have to put some like kind of perfume. So, is it required? Usually, we
It's a
don't put
sunnah.
any perfume.
It's a sunnah
Okay.
before, but not on ihram clothes, on your body itself. Don't put on the clothes.
Okay.
Keep in
Okay.
mind, don't put on the clothes itself.
Okay, on the body.
It's,
Okay.
it's the sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he made a ghusl, when he took a bath after and he was ready for, then he put some oil and utur upon her body. So
Mhm.
that's the case.
Okay, and just like from 9th, can you explain one more time? Because I mean, you said that we have to spend at least one night in Mina, right? And then
Muzdalifah.
Muzdalifah. Yeah. So can you explain like one time more about this process?
What do you mean by from where you want?
I mean, for example, like
So let's say from here, let's look at this slide.
mhm.
So on Muzdalifah, we have to pray Maghrib Isha. You're gonna stay over the night and then pray Fajr and then leave from Muzdalifah to Jamrah. Okay.
Okay.
From Jamrah, you're gonna throw first a stone, 7 stone. As soon as you throw the stone, you will stop labbaik. Then you're gonna do the slaughtering. Then you will gonna shave your head or cut 1.5 inches. Then you take your bath and come in the normal clothes. Then you're gonna perform tawaf ifada or ziyarah and sa'i. Okay. Then the next 11th, you will do a stoning after, as soon as you hear Zohar Adhan. So it's after Zawal time, you will throw 7 stones to each Jamrah. So total
Mhm.
21. And then
Okay.
after that, you're gonna stay over the night in Mina. Then the next day, you're gonna do the same. You will throw 7 stoning on each Jamrah right after Zohar, as soon as you hear the az-Zuhr adhan, So then you throw a stone and then you leave for tawaf wida.
Okay, clear.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Assalamu
assalam.
alaikum.
Umair bhai, one question for me is, can we do this tawaf ifada in at night time in
You
the
can do
Mina?
it in the night.
But
There is no issue
but
because this is
there's no
fard.
issue.
Because it's fard for you. So fard is important rather than living in Mina.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
can do in the
Because
night.
we have to stay some time in at
Based,
night in Mina. No?
based on my tajurba that I had performed Hajj, the best time to do Tawaf Ifada is on 11th after Maghrib.
11th after Maghrib. Okay.
Yes.
Thank
So this best time then, because all the people who has to perform Tawaf Ifada already finished. The people are not going to do again Tawaf Ifada. We're going to start after Dhuhr, so you will have very less people.
Thank you.
Okay, let me finish Tawaf. Let me finish Hajj Qiran, and then we will ask question, and then we'll move forward for the questions.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. One
Yes.
last question for
Yes,
Hajj
brother.
Tamattu.
Yes.
I am based in Jeddah and I intend to do Hajj Tamattu.
You
So
cannot.
let's say during the I cannot.
No, I explained it to you already. If you do Tamattu, then
Okay.
you have to sacrifice the penalty.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. So that's you.
Assalamu alaikum.
See, because
I
the
have one question.
yes, brother.
Yeah, I'm a resident of Riyadh. So what I understand is the most preferable Hajj is Hajj Tamattu for me. So I have one question regarding the Umrah that's going to be done for this Hajj. Can I do it like in coming few weeks and come back to my place Riyadh, or I have to stay in Makkah region?
Where you live in Riyadh?
Yes.
And you want to perform Umrah now?
Yeah.
You can come back to Riyadh, no problem.
Okay, great. Thank you.
That's fine. Okay, let's go forward now to Hajj Qiran, which is generally called one of the most difficult Hajj, because
Can I
yes.
ask one question, please?
Yeah, please carry on. By the time I will open the slide, carry on.
Thank you. Actually, I will come from Riyadh, inshallah. So my question is, once we perform the Umrah, after the Umrah, if operator do not give us more time to change the clothes or to change the Ihram, can we continue the same Ihram after the
You
cutting?
can make, I given you
Yeah.
one option. What's your plan? You're gonna go Hajj Tamattu, right?
Yes,
So
inshallah.
then in that case, you can go, since if your operator doesn't give you time, you can go
Yeah.
with your Ihram in Mina, okay?
Okay.
Remove your clothes, take a bath, clean yourself, be in your normal clothes, and on the next day on 8th, wear Ihram again and make a niyyah from there.
Okay. But for example, inshallah, if we perform Umrah on 8th in the morning, what will be the possibility? Like
8 in
it
the
will.
morning, that what you will do, when you finish your Umrah, cut your hair, right? Okay.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
quickly you can make a niyyah on the same Ihram. There is no problem.
Okay. In same Ihram, we can do this.
Yeah, because no need to change Ihram. Ihram is a condition. And wearing an unstitched clothes is one part of it.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Let's move forward quickly to Hajj Qiran. So at least we will go for Hajj Qiran. So Hajj Qiran, now I hope that you can see this slide as well. Now in Hajj Qiran, everything remained the same. You will wear Ihram, you will pray to Sunnah. If the makruh time is not there, you make an dua, and then your intention will be Hajj and Umrah. So your intention will be for Hajj and Umrah, and you're gonna wear the Ihram for Hajj and Umrah both together. So when a Haji is ready for Hajj Qiran or he's a Qarin, it's mean that he's gonna be having an intention for Hajj and Umrah both. And he will, once he made an intention and say one time Labbaik, now his Ihram will be over on 10th after the slaughtering. So you're gonna continue with this Ihram. You will go and perform Tawaf, 7 rounds. Then you're gonna perform 2 rak'ah behind Muqam Ibrahim, you perform Sa'i, then you stay in Ihram, continue in Ihram. You can change your Ihram, there is no problem. But the condition of Ihram will remain. As I mentioned, all Ihram condition continues. You will reach to Mina on 8th. You will stay on Mina, as I explained in Arafah, on the other Hajj as well. You will pray 5, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and the next Fajr over there. If in case your operator gonna take you the next day early morning, you miss Fajr, there is no problem because it's a Sunnah. Then you will leave to Arafah on 9th. On 9th, you will leave to Arafah. You reach Arafah, pray Zuhr and Asr there. Upon time or not on time, this is a difference of opinion. Follow your ulamas. Then you will leave to Muzdalifah, pray Maghrib and Isha there, spend the whole night there, pray Fajr, and then leave to stoning or camp. This is 10th. And then you're going to throw the 7 stone on the last Jamrah, stop Talbiyah, finish sacrifice. Once you finish sacrifice, shave your head, cut your hair, and then change clothes. So now the ihram that you wear from the very beginning, in Tamattu, you leave the ihram after performing Umrah. But here you will not cut your hair, nothing. You will continue with the same ihram and you will continue. And now on the 10th, once your sacrifice is finished, you're going to cut and shave your head. And then you're going to change your clothes and perform Tawaf Ziyarah with Sa'i. And then continue with spending the night in the Mina. And the next day, again, 21 stones to be thrown, each respectively 7 to each Jamrah after Zawal. And then once you are leaving, you need to perform Tawaf. Wida. So let me go again, one back. First is Ihram. Second is perform Umrah and stay in Ihram. On 8th, reach Mina, perform Zuhr and leave, stay till Fajr. But if your operator take you guys before Fajr, it is allowed because it's a Sunnah, you will miss a Sunnah. It is better to pray Fajr over there. But in case you cannot, then there is no penalty. You will reach to Arafah, stay in Arafah till sunset. You will reach to Muzdalifah, pray Maghrib and Isha, stay over the night, pray Fajr. This is important because most of the people mistake here. Muzdalifah night and 10th morning is the biggest issue where the most of the Haji make a mistake. And I always tell that you have to combine yourself. You have to tell them, guys, I'm not gonna leave. You wanna go. Or if they wanna take you, you go there and come back and stay in Muzdalifah. So it is very important. And some of the people, by the way, one question came. Some of the people, their hotel, their camps are in Mina extension. There is no Mina extension. It's called Muzdalifah. So since your camp is in Muzdalifah itself, then there is no problem. Yeah. Bear me a second if you don't mind. So most of the people, they make a mistake in Muzdalifah night and 10th morning. This is the biggest mistake they make it. Or most of the women, they make a mistake on their Tawaf Ziyarah because their issues comes up and then they make mistakes, and sometimes impurity issues, sometimes feminine issues. So keep in mind that you have to focus on Muzdalifah night and 10th morning when your slaughtering will be there. So this is all about your all 3 Hajj. Now let's go. I think I'm gonna mute all, and now anybody who have a question, just raise hand and we will take one by one. Brother Zubair, you want to ask question? Unmute yourself and ask a question. If somebody ask a question, I'm from Riyadh. Can I and my husband perform Tawaf Ifrat, Hajj Ifrat? As I mentioned, that anybody can perform Tawaf Hajj Ifrat. So if anybody has any question, please feel free to ask question. Otherwise, we will end up the session. Yes, Brother Arif, unmute yourself and ask the question.
Sir, I'm in Jeddah.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, brother.
Yeah. So if I do Umrah just unintentionally during this month,
you will get
like say now, I live in Jeddah.
You will get a penalty. You need to sacrifice.
So we are no, I'm telling not for the Hajj, like just for the Umrah. We are not supposed to do Umrah now during this month.
Don't do Umrah. Go for Tawaf.
Just Tawaf.
Yeah, do Tawaf. Tawaf.
So which are the months now for the Hajj? It's from today,
it's from Eid. As soon as you see the moon for Shawwal, then the month of Hajj started.
Ah, okay. Okay. Exactly.
Okay, so now Shamim iPhone, please ask the question.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
A couple of questions. One
Yes.
is one of the brother already asked. That was if I'm staying in Riyadh, first of all. I'm staying in Riyadh, and if I do the Umrah right now, this week, and still I can do the Hajj Tamattu. That
You
is,
can,
during the Hajj time, I don't have to
once you
perform the Umrah.
keep in mind, if tomorrow, but after Eid, till before Hajj, if you made an Umrah, then the only Hajj is possible for you is the Hajj Tamattu.
During the days of Hajj, I don't have to perform another Umrah. I can directly go to the Mina.
You can perform multiple Hajj, Umrah. There is no problem. But now your
Okay.
Hajj will be only Tamattu.
Fine.
Okay. So
I can perform now and one more during the Hajj time also, or I can perform now and I don't have to
it is
perform
better
during the Hajj.
if it is better if you perform Umrah again.
Umrah again. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay. And the question, as per your experience, our operators, and if I come from Riyadh to Jeddah, Jeddah is my assembly point.
Yes.
Okay. They take us to the Makkah first or to the
Most of the
Mina
people
first?
they're coming from Riyadh, they're going to put them in a separate group and they will take them to perform some of them for Tawaf Qudum, some of them for Umrah.
So they arrange everything to the Makkah Haram.
You have to talk to them, you know.
Okay, no, that's what I said. That's the operator decision. But as of your
Which operator?
experience, I'm asking.
What's the name of the operator?
It's Bin Mahfouz.
Bin Mahfouz going to take you. Don't worry.
So he's going to take. Okay. Third one, last question, inshallah. During the stoning, the Jamarat, the first one you said, first one will, when we are walking, first one, the biggest one will get it first or on the last?
No, it's going to be closer to Makkah, you know, far from Mina. So it's going to be the last one from where you're going to enter. Okay.
As I understand, it's one direction walking, right? One direction walking.
Yes. So the first
when
one,
we are walking,
the second one,
first two we have to skip, and the third one we have to stone it.
Yes. The first day.
Okay.
The second day is the first one. You're gonna first do the first one, then the second one, the third one.
That's right. Second and the third day is on a sequence. But on the first day, stoning will be by skipping two Jamarat, and the third one we have to stone it.
Yes. And the first stoning gonna be after sunset. Oh, sorry, after sunrise. And the second stoning will be when the sun is right on your top. It's zawal. As soon as you hear azan, Allahu Akbar for Zohar, you can throw the stone.
All right. On the first day after the Fajr, till what time we can stone?
After sunrise till sunset, or even
till Maghrib.
For the women, they can do in the night as well. But now you have enough, you know, because there's so many, you know, floors there. So, I mean, in my experience, I most of the time I do it by, like, say 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was very easy.
All right, got it.
On the 10th one, I did it 11 o'clock. It was like nobody was there. And literally, I reached closer to Shaitan and the you know, and throw it.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay. Thank you so much, Jazakallah.
Iman Siddiqui, please ask the question.
Right. I have a question that I did the Umrah in these days of Hajj before the 8th of Zul-Hajj, and then I'm traveling from Dammam to Jeddah for Hajj directly. But I reached there on 6th, and I went into Ihram from Jeddah instead of getting from Dammam. I went into Ihram in Jeddah. So what should be the penalty for that?
For sure, you need to sacrifice. This is not right. You cannot cross miqat without wearing Ihram.
That's correct. But since I came to know of it during this session of Hajj, and I did this in 2018. Once I was here. Yes, I did this in 2018.
So what you need to do is you whenever you have a time, not now, after, whenever you have in your life, perform one sacrifice.
Anywhere in the world?
No, in Makkah itself.
So what I can do is that I can perform 2 sacrifices this time, and that would make for it.
Yes. Yes. But I think it would better do it after, because you're going to pay more money now.
Okay.
Or if you want to
So
do it now, if you want to do it now after the session, send me WhatsApp message. You have my number; it's there already in the slide. Just drop me a message. I
okay.
will send you the one Mufti Saab number, and tell him that I need to do a sacrifice. So you pay them by STC Pay or whatever, and they will do your
Okay.
sacrifice before Hajj.
So okay. So in case this was something which was not known to me at that time,
Yes.
and I have come to know of it this time. I mean, 5 years down the line. So
Yes.
still, this is valid for me.
Because the reason is that Sharia has given you an alter in case. See, imagine that you are reached to a point where they said that your Hajj is invalid. So, Subhanallah, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala tried to create an alternative in case this happen. Make make a sacrifice, and your Hajj is perfect. And this sacrifice you can do at any point of time before the eyes close
Okay. And that should be in Mecca,
within Haram boundaries.
within Haram boundaries.
In
All right.
Mecca.
So I'll drop you a message for that.
Drop me the message. You have my number on the WhatsApp message. Take my number and drop me a message. I'll send you the number.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody has Shamim iPhone? You have a question, right? Please ask question.
No, I finished. I asked already.
Sure. So
Thank you.
Iman Siddiqui, I think Zubair, you ask, Brother Zubair, you need to ask question. Anybody, please, if you don't want to ask the question, then simply lower your hand. So I think we are done. Any question, please feel free to ask. We have an opportunity to ask question. We close the session. It's almost hour and a half now. If anybody has any questions, any related to it, please, more than happy. You have my number as well. Bilal Ali Zafar. Yes, brother. Go ahead. Bilal Zafar, your voice gone, I think. Look like. Okay, brother, since there is no questions further, may Allah bless you. May Allah accept your Hajj. May Allah, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasul Anbiya al-Mursaleen. Allahumma taqabbal minna. Allahumma ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. May Allah accept our deeds and our amal. May Allah help us to perform the Hajj properly. May Allah help us to perform our Hajj as per this life, as per the Sunnah. May Allah help us and accept our Hajj. May Allah help Ummah. May Allah help Ummah. May Allah help the innocents of Gaza. May Allah help especially the all across the innocents where they are living in the state of poverty, and they are sacrificing a lot because of the evil forces. May Allah help us, and may Allah help the Ummah. Jazakumullah khair. One question came in. Let finish this also, and then we'll close the session. Yes, brother. iPhone. Somebody has a name iPhone, please.
Hello.
Yes, brother.
Yeah. My question is this: Just we are coming from Riyadh, so what will be the best option for us? My planning is to do Hajj Qiran. So, what your suggestion in this?
If you can hold the conditions of Quran and you can move forward with Quran, go ahead.
Okay. The another question related to this Hajj, that is there would be the single haircut in the Hajj Qiran, or we need to do twice?
Because no, I explain you that Ihram will be only removed after 10th in Quran.
Okay. So in Umrah, like we do a haircut, we will not do it, and we will do it
This
after
only
10th.
Tamattu.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Clear. Thank you.
Faisal Khan asked question. Faisal Khan.
Yes, Sheikh. I just want to know one thing that regarding the footwear. So what should we, the flip-flops is the things, and there are the sandals, so that we can wear the sandals as well, right?
No, you keep in mind, I mean, let me show you. There is a video actually I shared before also in the group. Let me show what you can, the typical. Allow me for a second if you don't mind. Let me just, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please take your time.
Yeah, so let me show you something that, let me show you something, a picture, which can actually, let me show you the video, which I had it. I saved it so you can, I made a video actually. So you'll find all the videos for Hajj in that particular playlist. So. Allow me a second. I was trying to find the video so at least you will know. Okay. Me size slippers. Let me show my screen. So if you look this video, जो इस तरह के स्लीपर्स हैं, इनमें से कोई भी चाहे सिला हुआ हो या नहीं हो, इनमें से कोई भी एहराम की हालत में पहना जा सकता है. ये नहीं पहन सकते इसी तरह के वो जिनके पीछे. So if you look this video, the front one that I have shown, so these all slippers which I have shown you, you can wear it because actually from where it comes that it come with Kaab, the word called Kaab. Kaab means the bone that which is, if you see Kaaba, why we call Kaaba? Kaaba means Kaab. Kaab means something that arises from the top. So we have three bones that basically there. The corner one, the behind one, the front one. So any slipper like this, no alim, no sheikh will say that this is wrong. Okay. But if you look the bottom one, these one, some of the people they say no, because the front bone, it's not visible. So it is important not to. Also the sandals that has a back, strap at the back, that also not useful for you. So it is better to go for the good slipper that is, the one that I shown you before. Here is second. Yeah, this one. So any slipper like this, whether it's a stitch or unstitched, there is no problem. You can use it. I hope I given the answer. Okay, who else remaining? Okay. Okay, brother, you have my number. If you want to have any questions, any concern, I would be you are more than welcome to ask any question. If I know, I will answer for sure. If and Hajis are more than welcome to call me at any point of time. May Allah accept your Hajj again, and if you get a chance, pray for your brother as well, and pray for my Akhirah as well, that may Allah accept the efforts. This is purely a non-commercial. I have nothing to do with any Hajj operators, nothing. It is purely to make sure that people will perform their Hajj and avoid confusion. Jazakumullah khair wa khairul jaza. You have my number. Call me, message me at any point of time. I have sent you the slides as well. My number is there. WhatsApp me, and most of the time I answer on those phones. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.